Hi, in this video I want to show you how to access periodicals through the OSU portal using search engines that are for academic use that you've paid for. So here we're going to find some articles from the Economist, and I think what I'll do here is try to find some articles on water conservation. So this is the way I want you to follow along like this. First of all, you would go to the OSU the OSU library. I have it linked up here on my shortcuts bar. So I'll go straight to the library, and then you want to sign in. So you'll sign in with your OKey credentials. So I have those in my browser. So OKey credentials, and then I'll go to basically the main page. And what you want to do is go to databases. And for the Economist, we use ABI Inform, I believe, is the one that works the best. I think I have this bookmarked, but we'll just pretend I don't. And you'll have to do an off-campus login if you're like me and you're off campus. Okay, so this is basically the search page for ABI ProQuest, or the Argo. Let me see here. I have a bookmark somewhere. It is, yeah, ABI Inform. This is the right one. So ABI Inform, and it's referred to as ProQuest here, but I'm not really sure what the difference is. So what we want to do here is, for the Economist, you want to do an advanced search. So we're in advanced search, and the first thing we want to do here is, let's say, publication title. So the publication title is going to be the name of the magazine. The publication is the Economist magazine. So publication title, I'll put the Economist. Okay, and it's a world-renowned news magazine. So the Economist for the publication title. Now make sure you put publication title and not document title or any of those other ones. So it's publication title. Now within the Economist, I want to use keywords to find articles that I'm interested in. So I'm going to, the one that works for me at least is anywhere except full text. So the search is going to look for keywords within the title of the article, within the, sort of, the Economist articles have these, usually like a short sentence about the subject of the article. So it's kind of like an abstract in a peer-reviewed journal. So I'll put anywhere except full text, and what I'm going to do is say I'm going to put water, and then I want to add a row, and using the same criteria there, anywhere except full text, I'm going to put conservation. So water and conservation and the Economist, and I'm going to limit this to full text. It's not really a peer-reviewed journal, so I'm not going to use that. I only want articles that have been published, let's say, within the last 10 years. So I'm going to say articles after this date. I'm going to say let's say after December 31st of 2010. Okay, just doesn't really matter. Probably will find many articles since the last 10 years. So anyway, so that's, you can get a little bit fancier here, but you really don't need to bother with any of this stuff. And we'll just do the search. Now, what you get is a list of the 25, at least the default is 25 results. So I can scroll down here and I can probably change that to 100. So I'll change it to 100 per page. Then you want to start filtering out what you found, and you might want to limit it to, for me, in my case, I'm looking for articles for Geography 3140, 3153, and I want the most recent articles that fit these criteria. And that takes me to, here's an article on, looks like, let's say, inshore marine life in South Korea, and that's from like October of 2020. Probably don't want that. Here's one that is on the coral problems in the oceans because of global warming. We want to see, here's one that is right sort of in the sort of thing that I'm looking for. So July 13th, 2019, we've got an article called Liquid Assets, and it's about water conservation methods. So that would be something I want to look at. So what I can do, I can just look at the abstract and just kind of make sure this is exactly what I want. And it looks like it's about water conservation in India. So yeah, we'll go with that. I'm going to go back to this now. One thing that I do is I always try to open up a new tab when I'm looking at something like this. So I'm going to I have a Mac, so I'm going to say Command, and I'm going to click on the link so that it'll open up in this other tab. So then that way I don't lose my search. Okay, I don't like to go back. So I'm just going to open up this other tab, and then anyway, this is the full text, but that's really not so attractive. And since this is a fairly recent article, it will be available through the OSU library in its original PDF format. So I'm going to click on that, and it'll actually show me it'll download the article in its original magazine form, which looks like this, which is much nicer. So anyway, this looks like it is probably a book review about probably a book on conservation, water conservation in India. So I can check that out and then scroll through it, and I can kind of get an idea. Okay, looks good enough. So I'm going to save this, and this is what I do for class. So, but you can, if you're using these, if you're accessing these articles for your own academic use through the university library, which is paying a fee to access them, then it's perfectly fine for you to download your own copy. So I'm going to download this copy, and I'm going to save it to my Geography 3153 group here, and we'll put it over here in let's see, freshwater resources. And I will want to name this way that my general way of naming things is to go to use the date. So this is a 2019, and then July would be 07, and it's on the 13th of July, and then I'll just type that, and so I'll save it that way as a PDF, and that way when I go to my files, like for example, if I go back to that group, fisheries. Let's see here. Go to freshwater resources. So notice that if you have your own naming convention like that, that naming convention then sorts. You can sort them out quite easily, so that the most recent article in this case is the one I just copied from 2019, and I've got a few other ones from 2019 here. So this one way of doing that. So anyway, what we've done here is to find an article and save it. And now I think what I'll do is close this and go to another one just to show you how to do this, and just to give you another example. Let's see here. Let's use this one. So I'm going to go to Command, open it up, check it out, download the file, open it up, have a look at it, download it, save it back to that same group. So it's 2019 May, so it's 05 and the 18, and I'll save that. I wonder if I even have it on there. Yes, I don't. So I'm going to save it in there, and there it is. So that is how you use ABI, whatever that's called, to locate articles within the Economist or within any other major publication that we use. But this is the only tool that I'm certain accesses the Economist. And that Economist is very expensive. If you subscribe to it, it's like $150 a year to get it. So it's good information. All right, well, that's about it, and I hope this was helpful to you. Good luck in your search.